Alright, now that I actually calmed down, like a few hours ago, I've actually recorded a video talking about how much I, not hate my modern parents, but one thing I really hate that my modern parents are doing. I recorded a whole entire video, but I think I was telling too much personal information in that video, so I just recorded it, and then next thing I just deleted it. So yeah, I deleted it. I even went in the trash and deleted it because I just wasn't gonna do that. So I said, let me just re-record it. Let me just get it all out, and then, sorry, I don't know what's going on. My ears feel odd. Let me just vent it all out, and then delete it later. Just re-record it. So I'm gonna try my best to re-record this without presenting too much personal information. Alright, so like I said, I'm living with my modern parents, and I'm trying my best to actually be this I don't know, this good man or whatever. But the thing is, I don't fit the image that my modern parents desire. I mean, obviously that's not going to happen, but I just don't fit that. I spit, sorry. That's disgusting. I don't fit the description or the desire of what my modern parents want. According to my modern father, well, probably both of them, but specifically modern father, I guess I would be like some kind of, I don't know, pro-black, I don't know, person who's not a virgin, who sees women every single day, I don't know, go on dates or whatever. I don't know. And then as far as my modern mother, I guess she would see me more as a bit more independent. I mean, technically, they both sound like Ray. They want me to be independent, which I'm already fully supporting in that. What do you think the reason why I'm moving out this June or July? Hopefully June. I need to move out by June. But yeah, so yeah, I'm currently living with my modern parents, but I've already stated how much I'm having a hard time living with my modern parents because the issue, ever since my childhood parents divorced officially in September 2021, and then my modern parents was established in September 2022. So yeah, around September 2022, like I'll say like late September 2022, that's when we all moved into this apartment together, which we're all currently staying at, where I'm currently living at and stuff like that. But it's not been all peaches and cream there. Obviously, it hasn't. To me, if I was to rate 1 out of 10, with 10 being the best and 0 being the worst, of me living with my modern parents, I would say it was probably like a 4.5. Yep, 4.5. That's the best way I can put it. I want to say a 4, because the thing is, I got to give credit where credit's due. I was already losing my mind moving in with my modern parents, because I was way too old. Way too old to be living with parents, especially a new set of parents. Now, let me see if I can go into my story. I have no notes. This is all from the head. Because earlier today, I was very upset. So yeah, on my break around 12 something. So anyways, my childhood parents, they were, okay, none of that's my bike. Wait a minute, that's a red, okay, never mind. It's not my, other bike. Yeah, so yeah. Shoot, I need to think. My child parents, I wasted my 20s. I'm 24 years old, and I'm about to become 25 this coming September, which I hate. And I'm still over here. Like, I've really wasted my time down here in Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia. I mean, I appreciate the experience and stuff like that. The new Six Flags park, over Georgia, fun spot. A little bit of the trains in Hartsfield International Airport. I mean, I appreciate that, but that's cool. But like I said, It was announced around late July 2020 is when my childhood parents were getting divorced. Obviously, I kind of was upset. But at the same time, I was considering I was 20 years old at the time, living in the city outskirts of Chicago, down the street from my JW high school, in 2020. Okay, I'm over here. Like I said, it's been announced that they've been getting divorced. It was a little upsetting, but I was already accepting to it. And I remember saying specifically to one of my childhood parents at the time they asked me, Ray, do you want us together? I said, I mean, ideally, yes, but I'm prepared for either outcome, and that remains until today. My childhood parents they're divorced, so yeah, I was already accepting, and like I said, even now, I'm fully accepted, all clear that they're divorced. It is what it is. That specific childhood parent shouldn't have did what they did all those years. It is what it is. So yeah, my ear's still messed up. So shit, I'm trying to remember. That other video probably would have been more entertaining, that first take of this video. So yeah. One thing, okay, so now that I'm moving with my modern parents, in September, like late September 2022, we move in with my modern parents. My modern parents are established. Technically, they're my pre-modern parents, okay? Originally, I was calling them incomplete parents, but I decided to settle with pre-modern because the pre-modern comes from the idea that they are not married. My modern parents, they were not married when we first moved in together. When they first met each other, they moved in. They were not married, and they're still not married now. They are engaged. They are fiancés, but they still are not married. Okay. However, my modern parents, the thing is, I can't stand about them is they have this way as if I should act a certain way, I should be a certain way. So yeah, especially, it's like in fact, everyone in my modern family want me to just completely cut off everyone, all or most people of my childhood family. Especially that one childhood parent. But I wasn't going to have that. I'm not that kind of person. I'm not them. So they hate that against me. They really do. I mean, one of my modern parents accept that now, that I'm not trying to cut off that specific childhood parent, but I mean, it is what it is. But I know for sure they don't want me there. So anyway, so during the few years of me living my modern parents, me constantly like the first instance I didn't like about my modern parents when we first moved into that apartment complex is that both modern parents did not want my childhood parents to have the address to where we stay, because my modern siblings, because of modern siblings, but the point is there was some sort of what I'm gonna call hostility towards the childhood parent. Look, I get the childhood parent have received a phone call is guilty, yes, don't get me wrong, but I'm just saying that's the childhood parent's children, so you can't sit there and prevent them from trying to contact their own children. So yeah, anyway, so because I'm trying to keep communication, between my modern siblings and my childhood parents. Hold up, I'm getting my stories mixed up. Ignore that part, the one I just said. So Man, I hate this brain. I always forgetting stuff. Okay, so yeah, they didn't want my modern parents did not want they didn't want my childhood parents knowing the address. I didn't like that. They say, Ray, do not disclose the address. I never made no promises. I never made no guarantees. My specific words, I don't remember word for word, obviously, but my words were, there's definitely a chance of, I said something along the lines of, there's a possibility it may slip up. Don't let it slip up, Ray. I mean, but I have no control if things slip up. So, yeah. And I didn't. I never did. Eventually, I found out the childhood parent eventually I found out that the childhood parent knew the address. And I had a feeling eventually they was going to find out, my childhood parents. How? Because I knew for sure the school that my modern siblings were going to, they wasn't going to sit there and not disclose the address to where we live. The address to where we live. They was not going to, how am I trying to say this? They wasn't going to hold this address where we live to the person who's paying the schoolwork and all that other stuff. They wasn't going to do that. I remember I was speaking up on the phone. They was telling me, because I'm trying to fulfill a little bit of my modern parents' request, they over here telling me, I told them myself, I don't like it, but that's what they say. And then they was like on the phone, like, well, we can't really do that. So yeah. And I was like, yeah, I totally agree. So yeah, but hey, I'm just in the in between is. I'm the messenger. So I didn't like that. That's the first part I didn't like about it. Snow Bunny Draft Day. Why Kendrick is wrong about Kanye. It's some video I'm seeing. I could really use a snow bunny right now. I don't like calling them white females, white women, snow bunnies. I don't like that. And don't call me chocolate. I just want a nice, pretty white woman. That's all. That's Christian, and preferably a virgin. So anyway, so yeah. And then once unfortunately, my childhood parents, they're not really the most financially stable, so they're not able to pay child support and stuff like that as reliably as they could. But so now they're complaining about that and stuff like that, and they're trying to, because my modern parents and modern family don't want to contact them. My childhood, put this away. They don't want to. Because of the other divorce, they don't want to talk to the childhood parent, and they trying to go to me because I'm the only one who's trying to keep, what's left of, all of our families. So yeah, my story's kind of mixed up. I know. I probably should have just kept the original recording. Bear with me, people. I'm stupid. Anyway, so there's that. They're getting really upset at my modern family are getting very upset at my childhood parents and stuff like that. It's not enough money, this, that, and stuff like that, which it's not, don't get me wrong. However, yeah, so there's all that. And then me and my modern parents and modern family not getting along and stuff like that. And especially around, I'll say 6 months ago, new information was brought to my attention, to the family's attention, to my modern family's attention about my childhood parents, which it's pretty not good at all. Which I do understand why they want to cut them off or whatever, and especially with all the manipulation the childhood parent was all doing back over the years. But they really expected me to sit there. My modern parents expect me to sit there and just take on everything that they say as true, and don't disclose this information. Don't try to confirm the information that's being told to me, and nothing like that. I was just supposed to blindly believe everything, and that's something I have a very hard time doing. Why? Because I like to see facts. I like to see evidence. I want to see who's telling the truth or not. I'm not saying I don't trust, I don't believe my modern parents, because there were rumors back then in yesteryear. I'm just saying I want to see what's going on. And then I don't like the idea I'm supposed to completely ignore the other side. So there's clashes between my modern parents and my childhood parents. They were clashing, and then I'm in between it and stuff like that. And I'm expected to believe in some stuff. So I'm over here have to act kind of funny because I'm living with my modern parents. Cody Peterson, SML video. I'm over living with my modern parents. I have to pick a side a little, which is the side I'm going to pick is the parents I'm currently living with, because I'm not trying to get kicked out and stuff like that. So and then conviction, and then the pressure too. So I'm over here, trying my best not to reveal too much information. Is this squirrel digging? I think the squirrel's digging. How cute. Shit, this story is all messed up. Is this squirrel pooping in there? Okay, no. I don't know. Look like that squirrel's pooping in the hole they dig. Anyway, so shit. I'm so stupid. My understandable, my modern siblings, they want to cut off our childhood father, but oh shit, pronoun drop. They want to cut off our childhood parent or whatever. I get it, I understand, but they expect me to do the exact same. I understand it's quite PTSD and stuff like that, especially childhood related, but I'm just saying. They expected me to act the same thing. They expected me to hold the grudge. My whole entire modern family expected me to have that whole entire grudge against my childhood parents. Which I wasn't going to do that. I've already forgiven. Even from when I realized, even this when I discovered why the divorce was taking place in the beginning with. But, I just wasn't going to sit there and cut people off like that. I'm not that kind of guy. And then on top of that, my modern family over here talking about, Ray, we a family. You need, after knowing, what everything that they did, the childhood parents did, you should be doing the right thing as a man of God or whatever, and cut them off and stop talking to people. Well, while at the same time, whenever there's a bill in the mail for one of my modern siblings schooling, they always want to go to me to send the message to them. Like, do you want me to talk to my childhood parents or not? I'm confused. I thought you want me to cut them off. And then somehow, I don't know what happened with my modern parents. Somehow, I feel like they managed to manipulate me to get me to agree that I was playing favoritism, because they said I was playing favoritism to which parents, and somehow I somewhat admitted to, or just somewhat believed him. If you know what I'm trying to say, I was, even if my actions was somewhat playing favoritism, in my heart I was not. Just because I'm trying to disclose or trying to not disclose information between all three of my parents, that does not mean I'm playing favoritism. I don't like that. And then on top of that, I'm being yelled at by my entire modern family, like as if I'm the victim and everything. You need to be doing what we're doing and stuff like that. It's just a lot of horse shit. Like, I'm not that kind of guy. Like, one time recently, I think like a month or two ago, one of my modern parents told me, Ray, why would you hold that information from us? That's very disheartening. We over here trying to heal. You over here holding this information from us. I'm like, well, the only reason why I was holding this information is because, firstly, my brain doesn't work as reliably as you need it. Secondly, I determine which information is important or not. And besides, they getting the story mixed up as well, because nobody want to talk to each other. Nobody want to talk, have nice adult conversations and fix the issue. While me, I'm over here the messenger, well, both willfully and non-willfully, I'm over here, the messenger, trying to keep peace among all, especially during these transactions, not, if metaphorically speaking, with between all three of my modern parents. And I'm over here being told, you need to stop, Ray. You need to do this instead. You need to do it our way. No, I'm not doing it your way. I'm doing it the way that I feel most comfortable, and especially biblically speaking. I don't like that. Why would you hold that information, Ray? Nuh-uh. Something so serious. I don't know. In the end of the day, y'all, my childhood parents, y'all decided to be together. Y'all decided to get married. It's not my fault. I can't stand it when people, especially family, want you to always side with them. And whenever it comes to parents, they always pulling the child and stuff like that. I hate that. That's how I feel like. I feel like I'm being pulled between two children. Two of my parents. All three of them, for a matter of fact. This is why it's so important you do exactly the way how God designed it. If you put in these biblical standards, you should be fine. But my biological parents didn't do it, so that ended up creating my childhood parents. My childhood parents didn't do it, so now that ended up creating my modern parents. And I can see the pattern right now. My modern parents are not doing everything biblically speaking, and I will not be surprised if their relationship do not work. I'm hoping it do. I really do. I'm just saying, I will not be surprised. So, just in case my modern parents do not work out, I already have the next name planned for the second pair of modern parents. Probably like just second modern parents. I shouldn't have to have multiple sets of modern parents. I shouldn't even have childhood / modern parents. I shouldn't even have that. The only reason why I was so upset today is because my childhood parent needed some help signing up with stuff because they're boomer. They don't really understand technology like that, so I got to do it for them. So I'm over here signing up and stuff like that, and then eventually the childhood parents like, how's the children? Oh, they're doing good and stuff like that. And then next thing you know, the childhood parent decides to drop some information that I thought they didn't know. They dropped some information about they dropped some information. They would ask me, Ray, how's them working at X place? I'm like, I'm sorry, say it again, because I wanted to make sure I heard it correctly or whatever. And then I'm feeling convicted and stuff like that. That I never told you this information. So I'm like, who told you that? No, I'm like, did I tell you that information? They was like, no, I didn't. No, you didn't tell me that information. I'm like, how did you find out? And then the childhood parent was like, well, you felt the need not to tell me that, Ray. So I don't have to tell you. I'm not going to tell you nothing because you felt the need to keep that information. Well, I technically was trying to keep this information about, one of my modern siblings. It's because I'm over here living with my modern family and they don't want me to disclose the information. So now I'm choosing their side and choose my modern parents' side, my modern family side, instead of my childhood family side. Well, post-childhood family in this case. I'm being pulled. My modern parents, specifically my modern family, want me to disclose pretty much all information of what's going on with my childhood family, post-childhood family, while at the same time they don't want me explaining nothing what's going on our side, the modern family. And then it seems like my childhood, post-childhood family, specifically my childhood parents, they want me to disclose all the information what's going on with the modern family. Well, the difference is my childhood families, they're not really trying to not disclose information. They haven't really commented more about them disclosing information on their side. But the point is, I'm feeling convicted by my childhood parents by saying, You felt the need to not disclose this information, especially when this cap happened. You knew. I was like, wait, hold up. No, I did not. I did not know that was happening. The only time I found out is when they found out this specific thing was. I'm not trying to reveal a bunch of information. This thing was happening is because they admitted it themselves that they were the ones behind this. And then I said, that's not how my brain works. And then I said, and when they talking about my childhood parents, they over there talking about, I because you felt the need not to disclose that information, I'm not gonna disclose anything with you. Sounds fair, I'll give you that. But at the same time, I'm feeling convicted. I'm feeling convicted and feeling like I am dishonoring my childhood parents. I have 6 parents, people. Variants/versions of parents. 6 parents. 6 parents. And I have to honor all 6 of them. I'm trying to do the best thing I can to keep the 10 commandments of God. But I can't do this if I'm constantly withholding/telling all this information from both sides of my parents/families. I can't make peace with this. And it sucks. So like I said, I'm being pulled between my variant parents to disclose or not disclose information, and it sucks. Now I'm feeling convicted by both sides, and I'm expected to choose a side. No, that is not me. I'm not sitting there choosing a side. I don't do that. I don't choose sides, people. The only time I choose a side unless I heard all sides, and then I will decide which is correct or not, based on God's moral law. I forgive everything my childhood parents did. I forgive everything. But I'm just the idea I'm supposed to sit there and cut every one of my post-childhood family off. I just don't like that. I don't like this constant, this conviction thing. I don't like this. It all boils down to the Bible and pleasing God. I understand Jesus Christ has died for my sins. God has forgiven me. Grace, saved through grace by faith alone. I get it. I truly believe I truly believe I'm going to heaven. I'm not saying I'm going to hell. I truly believe I am going to heaven despite all the sinful things I either unknowingly choose for the most part. I believe I am going to heaven. And if I somehow break the commandment of honor thy father and thy mother, I still believe I am going to heaven. However, it will weigh very hard on my soul and heart that I have failed to honor my parents, because my parents can't seem to get along and they want me to choose sides and stuff like it. It's just a lot of shit. It sucks. And I feel like I'm causing a bigger burden to my modern parents. I've even had a little bit of a talk with that. Well, what you call it, unannounced or unplanned talk with my modern parents about, Ray, why do you want to leave this June all of a sudden? Did I say something? I was like, well, technically yes. Y'all saying that I'm being immature. Y'all saying I'm over here choosing sides, playing favoritism with parents. I'm halting y'all healing from the trauma of childhood parents and stuff like that. That means I'm a huge burden in this household. Therefore, I need to get me out of your hair, if you know what I'm trying to say. So to get rid of the burden out for y'all, I'm just gonna simply leave. And they said, no, Ray, you're not a burden. Look, thank you, okay, but for as long as these disagreements and these conflictions or whatever, and these convictions and making me feel like that I'm wrong for not choosing sides or not doing things your way, I'm gonna constantly feel like that I'm a burden. Every single day I'm waking up on that floor in my modern parents' place, and I feel like I'm being a burden. I use a lot of electricity and Wi-Fi in that house. I don't know. I completely kind of deviated from the original video, the original take of this video. But I mean, like I said, this is technically better than the original take. I need to get in the house. That's all I gotta say. Yeah, that's all I gotta say. In conclusion, I love all 6 of my parents, no matter how much sin they have done. My biological parents' relationships started with sin. My childhood parents started with sin, and even my modern parents started with sin. I forgive them. I'm not trying to judge. I'm doing the best thing I can not to be a hypocrite and not to judge. I'm doing my very best. I'm just saying, don't be surprised. I'm not being some really, really happy, oh, hey, what's up, parents, or whatever. Not like that. Because the moment before, like my pre-modern family, when that was being established, like around like August 2022, when that was happening, it was believed by my pre-modern mother. Oh shit. My pre-modern mother, that I did not like the relationships they were having. I didn't like the dude. That wasn't the case. Just because I wasn't always say, hey, what's up and everything and all that stuff, not participating in the football and all that stuff, does not mean I do not like my new father. No, I love my new father very much. He may be a boomer and stubborn and don't want to listen to what I gotta say for the most part. I'm just saying. And another thing, my modern family, they don't even want me to. They don't like the way how I think. Like one example, use an example. Ray, you playing favoritism. Ray, you're playing favoritism to your childhood parents. So, to your childhood parents. Ray, you're playing favoritism to your childhood parents. I'm like, how? You're doing this, you're doing that. Because I'm having a hard time understanding that, I need numbers to help understand how am I playing playing favoritism to one of my childhood parents. So I'm like, give a percentage from 1 to 10. No, from 1 to 100 percentage. 0 to 100 percentage of me playing favoritism. No, they always don't want to give a number. They don't want to give a number. They just want to say, and they expect me to get it just like that. And just because I use numbers to help measure reality and measure my own feelings and measure my own emotions and way of thinking and convictions and stuff like that, they don't like that. They find I immature and unmanly and stuff like childish and all that junk. I don't know today. Finally, in conclusion, the fact is, I know some new information. One of my childhood parents know information about my modern family. And now that I know this information, whenever my modern parents bring up, Ray, when was the last time you talked to your childhood parents? Has they said anything? I would hate to lie and said they didn't. And then next thing you know, if I don't, this is the point where I'm at right now. I have this new information, okay? And I don't know if I say something, my childhood parents will think I'm playing favoritism to my modern parents. If I don't say nothing, my modern parents would think I'm playing favoritism to my childhood parents. You see where I'm in? This is the hot seat I'm in. And I never asked to be in this hot seat. And my modern parents wanted to talk about, you put yourself in that. No, I didn't. I didn't put myself in that. I'm not the one who got married in the first place. I'm not the one who got divorced. Nuh-uh. So this is why I feel like I need to leave the house. So I can stop being a burden to all of my family. All of them. All of my parents. That's it. And then y'all figure it out. And stop using me as a messenger. Every single time there's a bill about my modern siblings' school and stuff like that, I don't know, fees, notes, or whatever, Ray, send it to this person. Ray, do this. Ray, do that. I thought you don't want me talking to them. I'm confused. Stop cherry picking. How should I speak to my modern my childhood parents? Stop that. I hate that junk. I feel like I'm being used. And I already know I probably pissed off a lot of family members making this video, if they see this video. I already know members of my post-childhood family sees my videos. I love all of my family, even if we're divorced. And then because of that, because all my parents hate each other, and my plan was to at least bring all of my parents and all of my family to my wedding. I'm just simply won't. If they're not gonna like each other and they don't want to be next to people, which is okay, I'm not gonna sit there and deal with it. This is my wedding. This is my wedding. I'm not gonna sit there and have all this toxic shit going on in my wedding. So I just simply don't invite none of my family to my wedding. It's that simple. Just simply don't invite nobody. I'm not going to let no family members ruin my wedding. I don't care how cliche or effeminate or whatever this sounds. I don't care. I care about my wedding just as much as my wife. I'm not going to sit there and ruin this day about me and my wife. This beloved, even biblical day. And besides, the Bible kind of support what it is I'm about to do. Not inviting my family to it, because the Bible says a man, he leave his mother and father and mother's place and cling on to his wife. That's what the Bible says, and that's exactly what I'm gonna do. It didn't say nothing about bringing your family members. Nuh-uh. I don't know what to say. There's somebody coming. I do gotta record another video after this. Otherwise, that's it. I'm stuck in between my whether to say something or not say something. Because if I don't, I'm screwed up. If I do, I'm still screwed up. That's the point. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe.